Hello, my adorable screaming opossums. Today we are embracing the sick peasant look as I've just come back from an appointment.
Once glorious, now pathetic peasant.
So we're also embracing the fact that my nails are shit. And I thought I'd better quickly do a review of these markers, which my mum got for free on Amazon Vine. So we're doing that today. So got just a crappy piece of paper. Got to do some swatches. So these here, I should probably show you before I open it. These are the Touch markers, and they come in lots of different colors. I currently use these. It is going to be reversed because I got a crappy camera mount and my camera is upside down, so I had to reverse the image. So yeah, I use these Touch soft head markers already, and they're pretty good. People compare them to the Ahuhu or Aha. Anyway, those things. They compare them to that. These ones are, let's choose a random one, which just happened to be black. These ones are TouchHero ones, whereas mine were Touch 5 markers, I believe. So these slightly different. As you can see, two different shaped pens. One's more square. My camera keeps going out of focus. One's more square, one's, I don't know why my light is not working either. And one is kind of more, I'm not quite sure. I'm looking over there because that's where my monitor is. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a good video or not, but there you go. I'm just doing some swatches just to kind of say if they're any good. I haven't got a coloring in sheet or anything set up, so I have got the window open, so there should be more light than this, but for some reason there isn't. All right, so I guess I'll probably go quiet and then put on some funky music and stuff, and so people can just watch this. These are like, it feels like it's a sticker. It's not a sticker, but it feels like a sticker. So I don't know. Unlike the other one, which I think was printed directly on. So these have the color and the name. You can't see because my camera is being a tool. The color and the name on there. So this is, I'll do one upwards, and of course they all have a number, but I know with the Touch markers they skip numbers. So this is my well-loved swatch, which I have done for my other ones. So lots of colours in there. So these are only 80, whereas the other ones I believe I got were like 360. So you've got the fine on one side, and then you've got your chisel or bold on the other side. So I usually use fine, so I'll probably just end up doing that. Ignore my piece of cardboard. So I already have this color except in the other markers, so it'll be interesting. Oh, well, that is not the color that I have. Oh, wow, that's a lot darker. So I normally do like that, and then like just a kind of stroke of the chisel, because the chisel's more, I suppose. Okay, so this is wine red, right? Even though it's behind there we go. I really need a better setup. Anyway, and better lighting, clearly. So it's appearing a lot darker on video than it is in person, and I'm not 100% sure why. But yeah, so anyways, because my light is literally right here, so it should be picking it up. So that's the wine red for those markers compared to that wine red there. So I really should have like my camera and a monitor set up so I don't keep looking over to my monitor. But so this new wine red is kind of more burgundy, I guess you'd call it, than my original wine red. I'll probably end up just keeping my current pens, but it's good to have like a spare set to compare to. So this will be a while. I'm going to do swatches. I'll probably speed through it. I'll pause if I've got something to say. Like a lot of these colors are similar to the ones which I already have. I have noticed, however, that they have skipped quite a few in this pack. It's like a taster, but not, because it looks like they've skipped a lot of the colors that I actually use. So yeah. So I'm going to do this. I'll probably be fast forwarding through it. So, and if I pause for any reason, then I pause, I guess. I would it'd be better if my stupid face wasn't in the way. I really need to learn how to do like record and then do a voiceover rather than having my face. I'm sure you guys don't want to see my face, so yeah. And also I can't be bothered putting on makeup. And all that jazz.
Screw that.
And being Australian, I do say a lot. So just there we go again. I am trying to get yeah, they've skipped quite a lot so far. I am trying to get used to being on camera because I did actually that color's exactly the same. Anyway, I kind of wanted to do more YouTube because when I'm streaming, I can't really stream anymore, but when I stream, I don't really I talk to people and everything, but because I'm doing something, I'm paying attention to what I'm doing, whether it be gaming or whatever, or art or whatever. So I'm not really cognitive to the fact that I am on camera. Whereas if I'm doing a YouTube, I know that I'm on camera. So I'm very like, I don't like being on camera.
Dad's freaking out.
I'm not freaking out.
So I'm doing YouTube just as a sort of, help with my camera shyness, I guess. Wow. These colors, I tell you what, these colors are completely different, like, than the ones that I have already. The vivid pink is about the same, though. This is vivid pink. As you can tell by me just chatting, not that you guys care, but yeah, I normally just chat like this to people on stream. And YouTube, I know, is different. So it's a bit daunting, needless to say. So, from what I've discovered so far, the wine red, if you use the fine tip on it, fine tip, just the tip. Anyway, fine tip, it's a lot darker. It's like very concentrated in the dark pigment which they've put in. But if you use the chisel tip or the broad tip, it's more like the color's more evenly spread. Whereas the other ones up here, whether you use the fine tip or the broad tip, the color is fine.
Fine, just fine.
So that's interesting so far. Something new. I probably should keep these out so I'm not mixing them up because I'm currently mixing them up and I'm trying to find the next number and I can't. So this is going to take a while. I'll probably end up doing lots of cuts of the video. So if you see it jump, I'm still not great at editing smoothly. So I'm learning. But if there's a jump, that is why. Okay, so I've got 5, 6. there is no 7. What's the next one? I think the next one's 14. I also mumble a lot, so ignore the mumbles. Okay, so I think I have the next ones here. So the next ones are 12. So they do a massive jump to 12. And it's probably going to look very, very similar. Yep. So you've got a lot of colours which look very similar, which shouldn't look similar. Okay, what I'm going to do, rather than having you guys sit through all these swatches, I will do some swatches and then I will show you the difference when I'm done, I guess, the difference between my current pens and these pens here. So I guess I'm doing that. See you in a bit.
And 5 seconds later.
I just wanted to come back for a second and just show you this. So this is lemon yellow. Look at that. That whole ring there, clearly it's leaked. But this whole ring, which you can probably see here, that is ink. That is a huge chunk of ink, which has just I don't think I can show you, but it's really bad. See if I can put it up to my face camera, but don't know. There we go. If you can see that, yeah, that is really, really bad. Kind of looks like honey. It's all inside the cap as well. That's actually one of the best yellows I've seen as well, so that's a bit of a shame. Nib tip is fine. That was just the big brush tip, but yeah, so that's a bit concerning. But that's fine. Still going. We'll get back to it.
Unacceptable!
So these are, I'm trying to get it away from my face. These are the colors. I quickly swatched them. As you can see, I wrote down the names, like I said. Sorry that it's backwards because my camera is over there and it's yeah, it's a digital SLR, so it kind of, it's upside down at the moment. I need a better stand, but it costs like $200. So anyways, yeah, so these are the colors. They are very similar to my colors. These seem to be a lot brighter than my colors, a lot brighter in some instances. So the wine red, yeah, it's kind of difficult to see, but basically, so the colors that came in that is wine red, rose red, cherry pink, vivid pink. They're going from that to that. Okay. Cherry pink, vivid pink, coral red, vermilion, geranium, French vermilion, marigold, pastel peach, fruit pink, dark yellow. Now, you see the dark yellow. It looks like they've added just a titch too much of the dark pigment. I think my dark yellow on here, I don't know if you can compare, but that's this one here compared to that there. So I prefer that dark yellow. But anyways, yellow, lemon yellow, pastel yellow. I would not call this pastel. My pastel yellow is very similar, but I would say pale yellow on mine, which is this one here, would be more considered pastel. Once again, they're two different touch markers. So I think these are, what did I say these were? TouchHero. The new ones are TouchHero, whereas mine are Touch 5 markers. So anyway, pastel yellow, olive green, bronze green, deep olive green, canary yellow, vivid green, yellow green, grass green, forest green, deep green, viridian, emerald green, mint green light, pale green, peacock green, cerulean blue, Indian blue, ice blue, baby blue, turquoise blue, Prussian blue, royal blue, Napoleon blue, ultramarine, dark blue light, sky blue, deep violet, light violet, pastel violet. Pastel violet is like fluoro pink. So, um, vivid purple, azalea purple, pale purple, which is also pink, natural oak, burnt orange, mahogany, chestnut, walnut, raw umber, potato brown. That is very red. I wouldn't consider that potato brown, but anyway. Pearl white, black. Now, the black in this set is like a blue black, like my hair. It's it's a very nice black, rather than it being like black. Fluoro orange, fluoro yellow, fluoro rose, skin white, pale cherry pink, which again is not I don't consider that a cherry pink. I would say the medium pink is more of a cherry pink. As I don't have whiteout, so I used when you don't have whiteout, just use like acrylic white. Light orange, mint blue, pale baby blue, pale lilac, green bice. I'm not quite sure how to say that. It's a nice color though. Pale green light, spectrum green, spring dim green, frost blue, phthalo blue, tender pink. And then you have all the greys down the bottom. So you've got your cool grey, two of which, so 2 cool greys, 2 warm greys, 2 blue greys, and 1 green grey. Okay, now, question is are they good colours? Yes, they're pretty good. Would I buy them? Well, I got them for free, so, but if I didn't, possibly, but I would have, now, are they worth it? I would use these alcohol markers in like correlation with my current ones, purely because a lot of these colors are very bright, very nice, and they have, I don't know, they just have this brighter feeling than mine do. It's hard to explain, but I would definitely use these with mine because I'm so used to mine that using something else would be weird. Also, there's a lot of colors which on here which aren't in mine, and vice versa, of course, because this is only like an 80 pack and I've got like a 300 and whatever, which I've had for a very long time. I don't remember how long exactly, but I've had my touch markers for a very long time because at the time of me buying them, they were cheap but also well reviewed. So I still suggest to, because I'm in groups, Facebook groups of like, where's the book I can show you, of adult coloring in books. Not necessarily this one, but this one is backwards, so, but adult coloring books, which are basically, for those who don't know, they're not like adult content. They're like cute, very cute coloring in books that are very bold. For me, it's a way to get back into, that's about to fall, to get back into art and stuff because I have screwed up my wrist and it's the only thing I can do. I technically shouldn't have done this, but oh well. That I can do. I can't do drawing for too long anymore. I can't do art for too long anymore. Can't do crochet anymore. So that's driving me nuts because I'm an arty person. Yes, these are worth it. I would suggest to anyone. Oh yeah, that's where I was going with that. Basically, on the adult coloring in page, Facebook page, when people ask for marker recommendations, I often say the touch markers because I found that they've served me well for years, whereas I've had some Copics and they've like run out really quickly. So touch markers, I would say go get if you can, because they seem to be cheaper than like Ohuhu markers, which are all the rage now. But like with anything, very, very important, make a swatch. Because if you don't make a swatch, you'll kind of go, oh, I want, this color, and then see the top, pull it out, and then use it, and then it's like a completely different color than what you think, because you cannot go by the tops. You cannot go by the tops. That's the only thing I would say about touch markers, really. You can't go by the color that's on the top. Someone has suggested putting those just plain white stickers, coloring them in with the color, and then putting them on. And I think that's a wonderful idea. I haven't done that. I should do that. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Get on with it!
Basically, these are great for beginners. If you don't have the money to buy a massive 300 and whatever pack, then 80 is fine. Do a swatch. But basically, the 80 is fine. I would use these colors I would use them by itself in one of the books, which I will probably do a video of. So if you're interested in watching me use these colors, just these colors, not mine, but just these colors, coloring in one of those books, a page, obviously, from one of those books with like really calming music or something, then let me know in the comment section below and I'll probably do it. But yeah, as an artist and everything, and I think these are amazing. They're bright. A lot of the colors are somewhat what they say they are. And the colors which you don't have in the 80 pack or whatever, the colors which you don't have, later on you can buy a bigger pack and you'll get the same colors and different colors, of course. But like I said, some of the colors, like the vivid pink, is the same. But with each, I think is what I do find interesting is they're very similar, but they're also slightly different, if that makes sense. Like some of the, what's that, 137. Yeah. So what I found, they often change the formula for like the different pigments, like how they mix the pigment, because that medium pink is very, very light. This medium pink, this one here is supposed to be that one. See what I mean with the different colors? That Power Cherry Pink is more like a, let's just say orangey. I know the word I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out. So whereas this Power Cherry 135, this Power Cherry Pink is more like the medium pink you have here. So, and that's why it's whited out, because I saw Power Cherry Pink and when I was swatching, and I'm like, oh, that must be the pink because it looks like a Power Cherry blossom. And that's where my mind went. So, yeah, it's very, they've kind of, I guess it depends on how they mix the pigment. And you can tell certain pigments like, it's like let's say the mahogany. Let me just put that into, don't know if you can see it, but around the main, and for some of the other ones like the raw umber and stuff, around the main ink, there's where it's like bled into the paper, is very red. So you can tell the different pigments on how they mix them. It's very interesting. Like the greys down here, I could probably zoom in, but the greys down here, don't know if you'll be able to see it even if I do zoom in. Around warm grey 5, there's a red outline for where, like I said, where the paper has just sucked in that ink and grabbed whatever it's mixed with. So there's like very red, which I would kind of expect from like a warm grey. However, warm grey 7, which is also a warm grey, has got a kind of a yellow outline. And I find that interesting because if you look at the cool greys have a yellow outline. So I think it just depends, and like how the different colors turn out depending on, like, I mentioned that potato brown is very red, whereas my potato brown is like brown. So that's what I mean. I think it just depends on the pigments when it's mixed and everything. And I do know that they change. A lot of alcohol markers change the proportions of like the different inks, and so I hope that makes sense. But all in all, good colors, nice colors. Like I said, I would use them with mine. So I would put those two together. And so if I look in here and kind of go potato brown, it's a bit more brown than what I'm after. Oh, that one's like red. It's also potato brown, but it's red. It's more of a red brown, but that's exactly the color which I'm looking for. And then I'd use that one over my one, sort of thing, if that makes sense. So yes, worth it. Not if it's very expensive though. If it's very expensive, I'd probably go different markers. I would probably go Copics or something like that, but Copics are very expensive and I find they run out way faster than these. As I've said, I've had these for years and a lot of them are still going. I have used up one of my favorite colors, which is the phthalo blue, except the phthalo blue in my set is not the same phthalo blue as here. So, unfortunately. But anyways, yep, all good. I say it's worth your cash if it's cheap. Cheaper than all the other brands, I'd say it's definitely worth your cash. Does not go in the trash unless, of course, it's more expensive. And then I wouldn't trash it anyway. I'd just say maybe don't buy them, maybe buy something else. But all said and done, yeah. Touch markers, I'd still go with. TouchHero markers, sure, why not? They're pretty good. All right, I hope you enjoyed this random marker review and my random rant and off topics, but still kind of on topic. It's been a day. Yeah. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good day, night, morning, wherever you are. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to. If you want to encourage me to try and do more content of stuff, and also let me know down below what sort of things you'd be interested in seeing. I'm more than happy to go and buy some like what they called craft sets and like review those. I'm cool with doing reviews, blind boxes, anything like that. Just let me know what you're into. If you just want to sit here and watch me color a page with calming music, then you can do that too. Just let me know what you want to see, and it will encourage me to go back in front of a camera. Hopefully by then I'll be able to sort this out and it won't be back to front. All right then. Well, good luck everyone. Enjoy your artwork. Let me know what you think of the pens if you end up getting them, and if this review rant was helpful at all in any way, shape or form. And I will see you later, I guess. Stay weird and beautiful.